Ooh, there we go. Hello and welcome to another scene set in the World of Darkness, right across New York, a venue for Wealthy Apocalypse. So, formal introduction for this evening. Today, Jacob is still hanging around the gardens shortly after Tina has left. Sort of looking at blood that has dried upon his clave with a degree of concern as Tina bounds off into the distance. And Jacob can perhaps be seen placing his clave back into his jacket as Tina just sort of leaves the vicinity.
Where were you guys hanging out?
We're in the gardens that Zelda's cultivated.
Oh, okay. Trace will wander through the garden, hands in pocket. He's wearing a black hoodie. It's open. It's up front. His hood is up. He's currently billowing smoke like a train. And he's barefoot at the moment, walking around in a pair of old BDU style pants, just kicking rocks and walking through. He seems to favor his left side at the moment, almost like he's working through something on his right.
Jacob, after a few short moments, kind of drops his focus on his blade and has concealed it, and he looks around and sees you and kind of takes note of the way you're walking and just kind of says from a brief distance, "You okay?"
Trace will pop his head up and look around from side to side. See Jacob there and said, "Yeah, I'm alive. Can't complain." Why? What's up?
Just looked a little bent out of shape. He sniffs the air. Doesn't need to roll to know who you are.
I mean, and he looks down at his shirt underneath of his hoodie and looks to his right side and goes, "It's payment for something."
Huh. Shimonage.
Yeah.
You haven't seen you around before. You new?
Little under a month ish.
Huh.
But here's my spiel because I'm bad at them. It's Trace. Oh, well, I'm sorry. It's 3-word name, more commonly known as Trace. Arun Bonar Cleeth. Pleasure. And he'll do this as he gesticulates his hands, and he talks with his entire body when he talks.
Jacob Kai, Afro Homid Philodox to the Silver Fangs. Master of Challenges to the Sept. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice. I will say, other than the mother, I believe you're one of the biggest people I've seen here. Nice.
I'm in the unenvious position of fourth. I don't like being fourth. I'd rather be third or fifth.
Do you have a thing against even numbers?
Nah, fourth is just I've always viewed it as the least enviable position to be in. It's where you're so close to getting a medal. But you're just sort of first in a long line of people who are not remembered. So I've had a grudge against him.
So you're now the most. So now you're the best forgotten.
My God, if people forget me so easily, I'm gonna come back as a spirit and fucking haunt them.
I mean, hey, I'm just going off of your words on this one.
Nah, it's not that bad. Alpha, beta, water than me. Generally, how do you think?
Yeah. All right. Both of them pleasant people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
what?
I just recall a few instances where my beta would argue otherwise for the beta, but that's between them.
Is your beta Zelda?
Aha, yeah, she is.
Yeah, okay, makes sense now. Okay.
They tend to come in loggerheads a whole lot.
I have actually seen them interact quite cordially the last 2 times that they've been near each other.
That's interesting. What did they talk about?
Is he dead? What the hell happened? I think that was about it.
Sounds more business, less politics. It makes sense to be on the same page.
Oh yeah, 100% business. By the way, I'm alive. I'm not mush. Thanks for asking.
Hey, I did ask if you were okay.
I mean, that's true. That's true.
What actually happened?
I got stabbed in the side. That's about it.
I assume consensually.
Oh yeah, 100% consensually. Like, it was okay. I'm gonna do this thing. By the way, I have to knife you, and I went okay.
You had to knife you.
People, places, things. I don't know. What are spirits?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like you'd have a stronger recollection of the individual that stabbed you.
Let's just leave it at personal business.
Personal, but all right.
For right now. And he's coughing and smoking while he's having this conversation with you.
Yeah. Chick just sort of waves the smoke out of his face.
So what brings you to these parts other than the bounding of a cub that it leaves your presence?
Well, I try to be on sept where I can, given my profession.
Okay.
Sometimes, well, never know when somebody might challenge somebody else that are up there and a Philolox isn't there. It turns into a whole clusterfuck and have to deal with it. And he decides. Fortunately, I haven't had to deal with that today, which is nice.
Well, that's good. That's good. A light day of being, master of the challenge, I guess.
Also came here to reacquaint myself with the sept. Been tending to my territory for a few days, so thought I'd make my presence known again and meditate on some of my options.
Okay. Just so I know ahead of time, where is your territory?
It's the Randall's Island. Randall's Island. We've ventured out into Astoria, and we hold part of East Harlem as well.
Okay. It's one of those, I didn't want to disrespect you by doing shit in your area without you knowing, etc., etc., etc.
No, that's fair. I get it. It's cool. I respect you for asking.
Well, I am technically, and he'll put in quotations, a lower tribe, but doesn't mean I'm a dick.
Even if I were to believe that, but there is a dominant power base here, so even if I was going to be a dick, it wouldn't be wise to act like it.
Yeah, I mean, well, I supposedly I've gotten the reputation of doing stupid things recently, so.
I haven't heard of it, so unless you want to regale the tale.
It's part of the personal things.
Oh.
But the long and short of it, if you would, is I went toe to toe with a Guru and Hamid.
I mean, I did that once.
Okay.
I mean, I killed the asshole. Did you kill the asshole?
I did not kill the asshole, but it was also a frenzying Guru and Hamid.
Well, did you stop them?
I got away. Does that count?
I mean, yeah, fair enough, yeah. That counts.
And being that, I supposedly was the reason of their anger, they started calming down.
Who was this?
A person.
Sort of looks you in the eye for a brief moment, but then seems to think better of it and disengages.
Okay.
All right. Oh.
So when you're not master of the challenging,
Seems to be handling things over your injuries. You seem to be handling yourself okay though, all things considered. Frenzy Gar and stab with the sight.
I mean, not gonna, Guru on its ass and then running and stepping sideways kind of helps, I guess.
Well, I'm just trying to consider who would frenzy knocking on their ass. I can think of a few people.
Well, they frenzied and then I knocked them on their ass.
That's not a bad play. Not sure I can call you stupid for doing that. You're just buying yourself some time.
Yeah, like I was more or less incapacitated. They frenzied. I knocked them on their ass. Got out of the situation. Called for help.
Where did this happen? Did this happen here?
I mean, not like on grounds. It didn't happen.
Well, I mean, I'd prefer it happened here than anywhere else because this place is well safe.
I mean, I understand that. I'm just saying, it didn't happen in the park, but it happened nearby in territory that we do watch and control.
Huh? Which one? Smoke and mirrors?
I am not a smoke and mirror, so I cannot talk for them. But at this moment, that is all of the information on the topic. Due to the person that it does involve, I am willing to give. And it's obvious he's trying to cover someone's ass. It's obvious that he's, dancing around answers and all that. Like, he is not a subtlety-esque person when it comes to talking.
Jacob's expression does change slightly now. Not for whatever reason, while he was poking before, now he seems genuinely curious for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry, we forgave each other. Everything's fine. All right. But, you said you're a Philodox, right? Am I horribly wrong?
Huh? Yeah, I'm kind of curious now.
Okay. I mean, I guess it makes sense for a Philodox to be master of the challenge.
Yeah. I mean, it makes more sense than pretty much any other guard.
I mean, maybe an Arun. Just throwing that out there. An honorable Arun. Let's give him that one.
It'd have to be, I suppose it depends.
Yeah.
I would say Philodox is probably the most appropriate, but I'm not above suggesting other auspices. I just feel like it's more logical. Like you find more Philodoxes in that role. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like how you'd expect a Fiat should be the master of a right.
I mean, 100%. And
Yeah.
currently, who is the master of the right here?
Because here comes the boom.
I thought they were keeper of the land.
Oh yeah, they were. Shit. I can't remember who it is. Jacob will give you the name because he knows, but I as can't remember because I haven't interacted with him. Goddamn ages.
Okay.
It's this.
Supposedly that's the person I have to talk to as well at some point.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose it depends. If you're making deals with spirits, I mean, it would be wise.
Well, I was talking keeper of the land.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as I say, if you're making deals with spirits, it would be wise. I mean,
That's
they
true.
tend to the spirits of the sept. So, yeah.
So, am I horribly mistaken, or do you have a big ass bloody knife on you?
I have a clave, yeah.
Okay. Why?
What do you mean? Why? It's a fetish that I own.
I mean, I understand the concept of owning a clave and, the ritualistic fighting style that our kind has made for it. Why is it the bloody?
Oh, I was performing a rite of heritage.
Oh, okay.
Tina does not know much about her family. Doesn't seem to care all that much, which is fair enough, but her circumstances concern me, so I'm looking into it.
Okay. I mean, that's respectable.
Hopefully she is right and it's just not worth looking into, but, well...
I mean, who knows really, right?
My situation is not too dissimilar to hers, at least in regards to this existence, so... Or was not.
Really? Because I thought your people were all about that family line.
Yes, but accidents happen, kinfolk get separated from the nation.
Okay. I mean,
particularly as human populations grow, it's very easy for it to occur, particularly when kinfolk claimed by a specific Garu get killed or go missing in action, or a kinfolk just makes a stupid decision and flees the nation. I don't think I've been separated from the nation for that long, at least in terms of lineage, but it comes as a surprise to some people when I got real big.
Gotcha.
Of course, that's years in the past now.
I mean, obviously, with your, big old status.
Yeah, you still haven't done the whole neck thing. Tina figured this out more quickly than you did. I'm disappointed in you.
Oh, what? The whole raising my face thing?
Yeah.
Oh no, I understand it's a thing.
Yeah.
I've done it to. Oh my god, the player's drawing a blank. Last banner. Did it to her the other day.
Cool.
Does he look irritated, etc., etc.?
He's just waiting.
Okay. Here's a question: is he in uniform?
Yes.
Okay. Trace is still just standing there, trying to hold a polite conversation with him. And he'll with the long pause, be like, "Is there anything else, officer?"
Like, I don't want to say do the neck thing, but do the neck thing. I don't require people to do it every time they see me. I do require it when they meet me. It's just a matter of respect. That and when people did decide to get cheeky, well, they started fucking around, so this is my policy now.
Wait, I didn't catch that last bit. Can you please re-say?
That was a brief period where people were just being very disrespectful. Kind
So
of
just
mistook charity for weakness, so
gotcha.
this is my policy now.
Okay. So it's just like, don't be pants on head stupid, right?
Pretty much. All I'm asking you to do is do the neck thing as a matter of respect. And now I'm calling it the neck thing, and I don't know why, but there you
go. He will basically raise his head so he like looks up for a second and then drop it. And, continue on the conversation.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
How? Okay, if I may ask, how did you manage to piss this guy off?
I told them information about themselves.
Oh yeah, that's a surefire way to do it.
Because, oh yeah, I don't know if you've heard about this. I'm the best Ragabash.
I see, he did say he was a Ragabash when he introduced himself, right?
No, he said he was an Arun when
he said he was an Arun, yeah.
Yes.
I was like, for a second, I was like, did I miss him? Well, I mean, sometimes we overlap. Sometimes the Arun's a Ragabash, and sometimes the Ragabash is an Arun. Wouldn't be the first time.
I mean, people have been saying some shit. I don't know what it means. They just asked, like, because obviously I'm normally more joyful than most Aruns out there. They asked me how I was born, and I said I was born on a moonless night. Because that's what I was told. But then I come out with the Arun things, so I don't fucking know anymore.
I'll be honest, that is really confusing.
So, I just, do my thing, act like me, enjoy my time, and do my job. And yes, I say I'm the best Ragabash. Yes. To quote Miss Tina from yesterday, stay in your goddamn lane, you're not a Ragabash. I know I'm not a Ragabash. Doesn't mean I can't help.
To be fair, it is a heavy part of your tribe's culture.
Huh?
It's it is a heavy part of your tribe's culture. It's kind of like in my tribe, if a member of my tribe was told to stay in their lane when attempting to mediate a dispute or resolve some sort of conflict, it's kind of a heavy part of our tribal culture. So,
all right,
ain't nothing. Of course, the spirits don't always agree, but I'm not a Fietch. And that is something I definitely will stay in my lane on.
Yeah, that's one of those topics. Like, I want to learn more about it just so I'm not like completely blindsided when some shit happens. But that's about as far as I'm going to go into that. As soon as I heard that my bones could go outside of my body on purpose, like not from my own doing, I was okay.
Spirits can do some interesting things.
Yeah.
Learn that the hard way. Yeah. So what did you say about them? Like, because I mean, I feel like the sept in general is fairly open-minded.
Yeah. I told them that I see problems that they are still fighting with, and I brought them up.
Huh.
That is all.
That feels like 3 individuals in particular.
Oh yeah, do tell.
Uh, bit outdated though. I'll become Moses and Brisingamen.
I've met 2 of those 3 people.
Okay. Which two, if I may ask?
I met Havica this evening.
Okay.
And Moses, I met my first day, and he made me a sandwich.
He does try his best.
I mean, it was a good sandwich. I'm also a bonar, so like anything you put in front of me, I'm gonna like more or less. But it was a good sandwich.
He's a pretty good cook now I think about it. But not one of those 3.
I never said that. I said I have only
Oh.
met 2 of those 3 people. You're making assumptions now.
Hmm.
But I've already told you that I'm not going to tell you who it is, and that's as far as I'm going into it. And
No, and it's probably not worth pursuing, but knowing me, I'm going to pursue it because that's the true I do.
I mean, it's both part of your day job and your, moon phase, and probably just your habit and hobby at this point.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, I can say truthfully that I was literally born for this, so there you go.
See?
Hmm.
So yeah. So you're Zelda's alpha,
Yeah, pretty much.
and
I run the
then
Pride of the Sun.
I know Dorian is part of that one too. Is that right?
Zelda, Dorian, and Roland Arms in Red.
I haven't met that 4th one.
Uh, he comes and he goes.
Okay.
He's
Trust me, I understand that lifestyle. We have a whole subsect about it.
yeah, it's he's a ragabash and he tends to deal a lot with models. So sometimes he's around, sometimes he's not, but he does an important job.
Gotcha.
He's actually a lawyer, so it's kind of funny. I'm the Philodox police captain, and he's the ragabash defense lawyer.
That happens a lot, I've realized. Like, I know I've heard of and seen a few ragabash lawyers now. I guess it
I'm
makes
trying
sense.
which are the other ones?
Well, I won't say that he's like a lawyer, but like, he knows law.
Oh, do you mean
Um
Icarus?
yeah, that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Icarus knows his stuff. He's a Galliard, though, isn't he?
Is he? Yeah, I guess you're right.
I was gonna say, yeah. Is he been bullshitting you? Pretty
Uh,
up.
I'm not the best with names and stuff and what people do.
It's not really an Icarus to lie about something like that either.
And
He's a.
hmm?
Well, sorry. I was just gonna say Icarus is a pretty straightforward guy when it comes to stuff
Okay.
like that.
Yeah. As they're talking, Trace will like reach into a cargo pocket and pull like a half full mason jar and just start drinking from it. You want some?
No thanks.
Okay.
I'm generally a non-alcoholic.
Okay. Me too. Me too. It's fitting. You know, this stuff doesn't do anything.
Is that literally a bottle of alcohol? Yes.
Huh?
Is that a bottle of liquor? Yes.
Oh yeah, it smells like straight toilet hooch. It is
Just,
straight like prison yard
is it
smelling real bad hooch.
is it some bootleg shit like something
Yeah.
you bought like off some freaking street dealer? Yeah.
Like
Oh my
like
god.
like if a human drank it, they'd probably go blind.
Ugh.
But he's just sipping away on it like it's water. And
Mm.
nothing's happening to him.
Yeah. Yeah, our existence has effect on us, but still, I just my day job requires it. So
It's true. I mean, what would people say if an upstanding officer of the law, like, took liquor from a street urchin? It'd be weird. It'd probably make the news.
That'd be it would be. I feel like it would make the news just because it would be so weird.
Exactly. I mean, obviously not like headline news, but like page 9 buried underneath of a comic and like an editorial somewhere. Okay, like not even like TV. I'm talking like tabloid level news. But it's there. But yeah,
probably being some mag or something.
Mm-hmm.
So, is there anything else you've been up to?
I did the bridge thing this evening. I did that other thing. What else was there? Oh, I viciously got cuddled by a raccoon spirit in the Umbra. Does that count?
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, he stole Missy's hat, and I wasn't having it because that's her loot, and you got to take care of other family members and their loot. And the hat seemed real important.
Yeah.
I met Last Banner. I had the conversation with the mother. I've met and playfully made awkward comments at Zelda. Nah, I think that's about it. To be honest with you, I got hit in the face by Dorian. Does that count?
Oh shit! What did he do?
Oh, it was what he entitled a nice game of face punch.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess you both are.
Yeah. I mean, Milo was there too, and he's close.
Yeah, he's close enough. He's a Fenrigalia.
And then there was a cub there. I can't remember her name. I'm horrible with names.
Oh. It wasn't Tina, it was somebody else.
Yeah.
No, I think I know who you're talking about.
She's a sweet lady.
Yep, I know who it is.
Give her that. And is invincible if given a stick.
Oh, now I'm curious.
Okay. I quote unquote watched, meaning I was on the ground because I had two, higher ranking individuals punching me in the face. Watched her defend me with just a stick.
Oh, I'm very curious now.
See?
No, I know who this person is. Now I know I need to talk to her. That's interesting.
See, so today I found her a stick because she went on our thing with us, and I told everyone we are now invincible. Let's continue on, and it was wonderful.
I just asked what you're up to because, well, I'm going to be looking into some issues in the city and looking into people so I can see what I can take along.
Well, first off, what issues? Second off, who does it involve? And where?
Depends. There is an issue in Million MR I was going to look into, but that seems, from what I've heard, how to put it, potentially dangerous enough that I would not want to bring in anyone below the rank of Foston into it.
Gotcha.
It might even be unwise for me to be doing that. But we don't exactly have a great abundance of agents, so.
Gotcha. So that one's X'd and 86th and out of the way. So what are the other issues?
One second, I'm actually looking around. Here we go. I need to check up on. Need to check up on an area near East Village. I'm not sure if you've heard of the spirits known as Sleepwalkers.
Sleepwalkers, you say?
Yeah.
Not off the top of my head, no.
They're like formal, but they can't be appropriately destroyed unless you destroy them both the Umbra and the physical at the same time. So they're very tricky to deal with.
Okay.
Not particularly dangerous in a straight up fight, just difficult to kill, and as a result,
gotcha.
We need to be able to contain as many of them as possible. Harbiker way back a few months ago dealt with most of them. Then one showed up while we were looking into a guy called Sweet Tooth. We dealt with that one, so there shouldn't be many left. But I think they've largely lost the means to reproduce themselves. It was a fairly complicated process from what I recall, from what I was told. They're originally being manufactured out of a hospital, so...
Okay, well, there's that one. Are there any others?
Well, I'm looking to a guy called Sweet Tooth, actually.
A guy called Sweet Tooth.
Creating some sort of bizarre supernatural drug that I still need to examine. It's clearly not natural, and the people that bath him are just worshipping him as an angel or a deity at this point. And the substance is clearly tainted, so
gotcha.
That needs dealing with.
Well, where is it? Where is it being released?
Well, that's the problem. Well, actually, I got in contact with some of your kinfolk who are part of a community who possess buyers for it. They don't partake, obviously, but they've been keeping watch. But they don't really have a proper schedule. There's no real order to his appearances. They're almost spontaneous. The Sweet Tooth just seems to know when people need more of it, or when they want more of it.
Gotcha. So do you think that there's something in it that's letting him keep tabs on the individuals that have it inside of their system?
Potentially spirits. It could be tied to the drug itself. It could be It could be some other power that Sweet Tooth is using.
Yeah, but it wouldn't surprise me because it is a substance that processes through the body. That the thing has a tracker in it, whatever it may be. It processes through when it gets towards the end of its lifespan. He knows when that happens. That's why he goes and re-ups the person.
Maybe it's like you know what cocaine looks like, right? It's basically white dust.
Yeah.
This is like black dust. So it's like inverse cocaine.
Gotcha.
So if you run into that for whatever reason,
Mhm.
destroy it. To be honest, I've already got a sample I'm looking into. Unless you want to look into it yourself.
I mean, I'm not.
Off the edge.
I mean, I'll take some and look and see if people know some shit, but that's as far as I can go with it.
Yeah, I still need to look at it. Hoping I can use my police contacts to narrow down this guy's hangouts. But it looks like we don't have many.
Mm.
There's a rumor this guy ate somebody, which I'm pretty sure is bullshit, but it would surprise me if they killed somebody and disposed of the body. But yeah, I need to look into that, and when that goes down, I'm always welcoming to an extra pair of hands.
I mean, I'll be more than happy to. I can't do much in the way of financials or knowledge, but I'm always down for legwork.
Legwork, I think, is what this city needs right now.
I got strong legs and a good back.
We've got a lot of small issues I need dealing with, but it's stuff that could grow out of control if we're not careful, like this bloody Ronin.
Well, first off, anyone who nukes a sept, I don't believe is a small problem anymore. I'm pretty sure that, at least X, pushes them up to minor nuisance.
They spent decades working on a way to bring down this sept. It's a long-ass story.
Well, I mean, obviously, something this great and of this strong of a nation and, protected by Rat itself, of course it's going to take goddamn forever to bring it down, if possible ever.
He would have succeeded too if it wasn't for us meddling kids.
I know, right?
Although it is disconcerting just how close he got.
Well, you learn where faults are and you fix them before the next time.
Next time, we don't wait. So yeah, if you do run into a guy who's calling himself Vasily and smells a shadow or pure breed, my advice is to get the fuck out of there.
Okay. Noted.
He's enough of a threat that I am not even sure if I myself could take him on, which is saying something.
Gotcha.
He almost took out the beta at one point, but she lived through it.
I mean, as she does. She's a strong, independent woman.
Yeah. I mean, this to say, he was responsible for this. He actually pulls up pulls down the collar of his shirt, and you can see it's part of a much larger scar where it just looks like the left half of his body was exploded.
Gotcha.
Serious, massive burns. That looks like he took it's kind of like he had a bomb strapped to his waist and it just detonated.
Okay. Well, that looks fun and spicy.
Atomic spirits. They fucking suck.
So I've heard. I can't say I've gone, to bat with one yet.
Also, don't frenzy on a crashing plane.
I mean,
life advice.
I mean, frenzying Guru on basically a small tube. Yeah, probably not a good idea. That's almost as crazy as like doing it in like, I don't know, a walk-in in a restaurant. That's nuts. That's even
It
smaller.
was. Yeah. Oh, that almost happened to me once. God,
Oh
that was
yeah,
awful. Yeah,
yeah.
fuck Halloween.
Oh well, I mean in that case, care to share? Because now I'm interested.
I don't even remember most of the details, but basically these fucking wraiths trapped us, these ghosts trapped us in a fucking restaurant and basically said you either kill each other or kill the innocent mortals in the room, either way we get the souls we want.
Nice.
Not nice.
I mean, obviously sarcastic, nice, but you know what happened.
The mortals died. He says quite bitterly. He's not happy about it. In fact, it's something that clearly angers him.
Mm. Gotcha.
Wanted to do. Oh, it was another fucking massacre.
All right. He's starting to look slightly irritated while he's talking.
So what drew you to the saxophone, I may ask?
I was sent this way to talk to the mother about a problem I was having.
Ah. I assume you don't want me to pry into that.
I mean, that's a personal thing, meaning like it actually only involves me, so I don't care.
Okay. Is it to do with a knife? This
It
stab?
does not have to do with a knife, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, zero knifing
Oh.
involved.
Oh. I'll ask what it's about, what it is.
The reason I said that first changes can be rough earlier this evening. I know you weren't there. I'm just recapping my day. Was because that's what mine is about. I was born and grew up in Boston. I don't know if you know this, but it's a very religious area. A lot of Irish there.
Okay.
And being me and what I was born into, I was raised under an overpass, and we would shelter hop every now and then. We went into a shelter one time, and I met a man. I started just calling him Padre after, however long. I think it was about 6 to 7 months. And he helped me turn into the person I am today. He taught me how to, be respectful. He taught me my work ethic. He taught me kindness for others. And he helped me through some difficult situations. I don't even want to say it was the right time, because to me it wasn't, but it was, if that makes sense. I was coming back from my rounds talking to the vets on the corner, hearing war stories, and just getting to know the people in the area. And it was after dark. I come up on him, and he's currently being mugged in front of the church. And it happened. I was stressed enough. I was angry enough. It was someone I cared enough about. And then I woke up in a dumpster, and the only thing I heard about the incident was dental records identify them as. And I'm trying to come to terms with that part of my life, with the thing that I did to the person who treated me like a person, if that makes sense. And he's gotten real. His arms aren't flailing. He's not bouncing like he has been. He's real serious. He goes from this jovial entity to slowly creeping to 1,000-yard stare and shell shock demeanor. as he's telling this story, and that's where he ends it. And he's kind of like just staring at your knees as he's telling the end part of the story.
Try not to get used to it.
Used to what?
What happened?
Oh, I don't want to forget it. I don't want it to ever happen again. That doesn't mean. Go ahead.
These things, well, there's a chance things like that will happen again. It's even probable. It's very easy to become inundated to it.
Well, I'm going to do my best that that moment in my life is not recreated in my life again. And
I
if
wish you
that
the
means,
best of luck in it.
well, thank you. And I've done an all right job, even to my own detriment, to not put myself in that situation. That's why I get called stupid and suicidal half the time. But you know,
well, don't get survivor's guilt either, because that's just as bad. I've seen that fucking in people, and that's terrible. God.
oh no. I don't want to forget. I don't want to blow it over. I'm not trying to put myself out there as a martyr. I just know that at this moment in my existence, I have something in me that I cannot completely control, it seems, and I am not going to try to force that out of me until it is under the best control that it can be. Because at that point, I become a problem to me. I become a problem to you. I become a problem to the sept. I become a problem to the veil.
Oh.
And, you know, Last Banner and Too Bright are both helping me with this.
Yeah.
So.
I order for my own, but too many cooks, you know. And I'm not sure my approach would make the most sense for you.
Oh, I would still love to hear it. Doesn't mean that it's not, you know, a valid approach. It may not be the one taken.
Mine was, I guess my sense of control has been just learned through constant fighting and provocation.
Mm-hmm.
If I was training somebody to learn control, it would be to learn why and then to understand why and then provoke it relentlessly.
That is definitely an understandable path.
In a safe area, of course. Like this would probably take place within the Umbra itself.
Oh, of course, of course.
Yeah. Understand why something is the way it is, and then confront it until one succeeds in moving past it. I suppose that's a very vague way of looking at things. Very, how to say, shallow.
I don't know if shallow is the right word. It's very esoteric and very, more feely than actually like calculated process, but there's nothing wrong with that.
Thank you.
Well, that's no problem. I mean, I'm just me. I'm just giving you my ideas.
No, that's fair. I think it's important to have a lot of ideas. I generally like to question decisions before they are made. My God, could we use so much of that? Actually, no, we don't need more of that. We just need people to start fucking listening.
See, I'm glad you changed there because I'm gonna be like, so what you're saying is you need the best ragabash. I understand.
Do I need to call Tina to tell you to stay in your lane again?
No. I'm probably not gonna listen to it. It's okay.
I mean that's just a ragabash life, right?
It's true.
To be fair, I can't really complain. I ignored the direct order from the Alpha, so.
I mean, you kind of did. Like, all things considered, I think your slight was slightly bigger than me not listening to Tina.
To be fair, it kind of saved the sept, so. Stevens.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, she's not bitter about it, because if she was, you wouldn't be here.
No, we'd be in a very different situation.
Yeah.
For a moment, Jacob kind of is curious, almost as if he's considering how that situation would turn out. But don't think it's better off walking down that particular line of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Was she lucky for troubles? Trace.
It's 3.
3.
It's 3.
3.
Because 3 in Spanish is trace.
Yeah.
And
well, unos dos tres, right?
Exactly. And my name is 3-word name. So it's 3.
What's the 3-word name? I get it. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
It's my tribal name. It's the name given to me by my tribe.
Oh, did they literally call you 3-word name?
Yeah, my name is 3-word name. It's a funny story if you want to hear it.
You know, regale me with a tale. I'm actually very curious.
Okay, so I don't know if you know this, but Bonars normally give each other nicknames because of something that they do. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a deed name.
Well, not even deed name, but like, just like it's literally like a nickname. They can stick with it if they want. Blah blah blah, whatever. From what I hear, it's kind of like the same concept of, like what the military does with people. If they like them, they like give them a little catchy nickname like Ace and blah blah blah, whatever. Mine ended up being 3-word name because when I was little, I was fascinated with standing outside of Radio Shack, watching through the window and looking at the TVs. Okay? So I'd go there and I'd watch the movies and everything that ever involved what society calls werewolf, guru, whatever the fuck you want to call them. they always had these horrible, generic, sometimes repeating 3-word names. Like Howls at Moon or Blood Soaked Snow or, Eyes at Night or something like that. Okay? So being a little kid, I walked around, the community calling myself different generic Hollywood 3-word names. So after a while, they just went, fuck it, your 3-word name. That's it. I don't care which one it is. You're just a goddamn 3-word name.
Well, shit. Said I learned.
And now we're here.
And now you're Trace.
And now I'm Trace.
Which isn't a 3-word name, but...
No, but
it's free.
It's 3. It's the abbreviation of 3-word name. It's just like how I met Fire in the Hole not too long ago.
That's a 4-word name.
That is a 4-word name. But going to the whole why I'm called Trace thing. I called her Hole Raya.
Oof.
And her response was, I would prefer fire. And I went, okay. And then called her Hole Raya. She said she had a preference. She didn't tell me what to do. There's a difference.
How'd that work out for you?
I mean, pretty all right. We talked. We shared food. Was it her I called the snack? No, I didn't call her a snack. I called someone else a snack.
Who here would be a snack?
I don't mean like actually eating someone. Okay.
Yeah, well, obviously.
Okay. And let's leave that for another story time.
A few months later, this frenzy is gonna be a story time as well.
I know, right?
Yeah. I'll beat you to that. I'm on the fucking track now, then.
What?
Nothing.
Are you gonna try to figure out why someone frenzied on me?
If I have the time.
I mean, I was being a ragabash. That's why they frenzied on me. Like, they're case solved.
Yeah, I don't know why. Well, obviously you told them something about themselves, which pissed them off. The real question is what that was.
It's like me walking down the street being like, oh no, look at this officer over here and his tiny feminine hips. Like, come on.
I mean, one of these hips is feminine, the other is just sort of a fucking just not really there. I mean, it's fair. It's more of like a sort of a. It's just a skeleton there, really. It's one of these is effeminate, the other is tendon.
Okay. See, for a second there, I thought you were going to say one of these is mine and the other one is obviously feminine because it was like a hip replacement. But that works too.
Oh my god! In old age, I'll probably need one of those because of this shit.
Yeah. I always wondered about that. Like, does our natural healing stop shit from like that happening?
Garu can attach things to themselves. I've seen it. I don't know how the fuck it's done, but I've seen Garu with augments. Some real cyberpunk shit.
I don't know. That's above my pay grade of things.
And yeah, I mean, even I don't know what it is really. It seems like a glass. Well, now I'm pretty certain it's a glass walker thing.
I mean, most things like that are, but but yeah. I mean, I'm here to help if you need it. Hopefully I won't cross your path on the bad side of things. It's not my plan. Yeah.
Yeah, I like to give people fair warning to know that they are if they're about to do it. So
I can respect that. I can respect
yeah,
that. And
I'm not here to be an
hmm?
asshole. I'll be an asshole if I need to be an asshole, but it's not my. I don't consider that my profession.
Understood. Also, because of your tribe, I will ask, are you born in this country?
My house is almost entirely American.
Okay. I ask because I myself follow the dream of the country. And I don't want to be disrespectful to you in any way, shape, or form with that. So, I ask and I keep it real on the DL with, Actina and like Wendigo and things like that. But,
The dream, huh?
yeah. Have you not heard about the dream?
No, I've heard of the dream. It's just the first time I've met somebody who's openly followed him.
What do you mean? The dream of America is strong.
Oh no, I'm not disputing the power or legitimacy of the dream. It's just a first for me.
Okay.
Or at least, like from a spiritual angle instead of a conceptual one.
I mean, it's just like Lee. Spirit of Lee drives through the night and through the Umbra.
Wait, what?
Oh, son, you're gonna have to sit down for a second. We're about to have a conversation.
Oh my fucking god, what is this? This sounds so absurd it's probably true.
Okay. One time there was a family called the Dukes.
Oh my god.
Okay? They were a strong American family. Okay? Loved their country, loved their farm. Okay? Yeah, they had a little run in with the law every now and then, but it happens. Especially because they were moonshiners in their country. And their pride and joy was their car. Fire orange, blazoned with their flag. Horn you could hear for miles and miles, and an engine that was twice as loud. And its name was the General Lee. And that spirit still lives on in the Umbra and in this country, and drives through the night and carries those who follow it and respect it by their own vehicles through the Umbra with speeds only Striders can match.
Jacob just kind of looks at you with a degree of complete disbelief.
I understand. Greatness is hard to understand sometimes.
I feel like me asking any questions here would be a fucking exercise in futility.
No, please ask away.
Why?
Why what?
Why? That's my
What?
first question.
Why not at that point? Because I mean, there's no context to the why. You're just asking why into the void and
I feel
hoping
like that's the
something
most
comes back.
pertinent question. Why the fuck do you follow a car from a TV show that in the 80s?
Because some of our most valued traditions revolve around the television. Would you like me to explain?
You know what? We'll go through this in stages.
Okay.
So I still need to process the fact that apparently a car that there's a Confederate flag is a spirit worthy of veneration, but I've heard of stranger shit, I guess.
I mean,
Not
yeah.
much. Not much. It's in the top 3.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious to know what the other 2 are now.
Fuck. That's going to be a series of. Well, one is me being like the legal second cousin to Poseidon because of stuff that happened. That
Okay.
was that was an Afro challenge for my former alpha. That was a journey. Um, Her great ancestor was horribly evil and had been frozen in time. Then she got released, and then she died. I'm not a good storyteller. I'm not sure if you've noticed. To be fair, that's a very long story. I'd need to. That involves three thunderworms, a giant kraken cyclops, and that was the instance I referred to where I killed a Sparrow helmet.
I mean, yeah.
We were at the top of Mount Olympus. It forced me into Homid because I think, well, actually, I know the gift he possessed. I didn't know the spirals could access such a thing. But then I just stabbed him and he died.
Well, I mean, from everything I've heard, Spyros can do all the same shit we can, but other stuff as well, because they just beat the shit out of spirits until they give them what they want. But, that's just the word on the street. I don't know if that's how it actually works. I don't want to dig into that kind of shit. But, you hear things.
I think spirals can do some things, but I don't think they have truly the same capacities as the rest of us. They might have gifts that mirror our own abilities, but I don't think they'll be the same.
Right.
At least that's from personal experience. They've displayed abilities similar to us, but they have either worked differently or have had a slightly different effect.
Gotcha.
That's what I've from my years of murdering the shit out of our treacherous cousins.
I mean, it's a noble deed, really.
It really is. I do not give them any fucking quarter. One tried to make a deal with me once. My response was to have it shot.
Very nice.
Yeah,
I'll get there one day.
Yeah. Missy was actually around for that. Missy was around for that, yeah. We killed the rest of his pack. We cornered him. This is in Canada, like way deep in the country. No city for like dozens of miles. Trying to barter with us to infiltrate a library of my own tribe mate. Apparently didn't smell the fucking pure breed on me. To which my response was, well, you guys can claim that kill. And they did. So that fucking occurred. Got enough stories now, it's kind of difficult to remember all of them.
Hey, they don't all have to be once. I'm pretty sure we'll have a conversation again, and, we can tell a different story that time.
You can tell me about the power of TV.
It isn't about the power of TV. It's about the community that revolves around it.
You know what? That's a lot more wholesome.
Hey, my tribe is all about family, because without family, you got nothing.
That's fair. Oh, I should probably get going. I have a small list of things to do now today, actually.
All right, sounds good to me. I mean, I can, do some legwork on this black powder, and go from there.
Yeah, I'll put you in touch with the guy that I networked with about it, because he is your kin. So
Okay. Sounds good.
I'll, maybe he's found something new. I've been kind of got a bit preoccupied with Doomsday, so.
Mm.
But it happens a lot around here.
I mean, this big of a place, surrounded by this many different spirits, and this concentrate of fucking everything. It seems I could see a lot of doomsday shit happening. But all right, I'll get that name from you, whenever, and we'll go from there.
All right.
All right.
See you around, Trace.
All right. Thanks, sir. We'll be around. And he'll, put all of his stuff away that he's pulled out of pockets that he has, and light another cigarette and just start walking off.
Yeah, I think with that, we can end the scene.
Mm-hmm.
And keep playing. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you all next time. Goodbye.